I want to talk about artificial intelligence in music a little bit. And I want to specifically talk about like an area in AI, a very specific area in AI that excites me the most with regards to music making. When it comes to creating music, right? Like on any of the platforms that I use, whether it's hardware or software, the area that I struggle with the most, and yesterday was a perfect example of it. I was using Ableton and I was just getting so frustrated, so incredibly frustrated. The area that I struggle with the most is that I have all of these, let's talk Ableton, all these sounds within Ableton Suite. I have all these sounds within these amazing plugins that I have access to, from Omnisphere to the Rhodes V8 plugin to what else do I have on there? A lot of like Moog stuff, like professional sounding stuff that sounds awesome. But when I'm creating, I'm like, okay, I need a bass sound right now. Do I go on one of Moog's things to get a bass sound? Do I go on Ableton stock sounds to get a bass sound? Do I go on Omnisphere to get a bass sound? All right, now I'm in one of these three areas. Now, how do I find the sound that fits, that vibes with me, kind of thing? I have to click through and load the sound in, and then press keys and see if it sounds like. You see how that, to me, that's frustrating, right? There's ways to get around that. There's ways to create a collections in Ableton or create favorites list and whatever you're using. But for me, let me go grab, actually, I don't need to grab it. It's over there. I talked about it in a video that may be out by now, or maybe it's coming out after this. But I talked about Ableton Move. And when you load that up, every time you load it up, or every time you create a new project, it gives you, to the best of its ability, for random presets, a drum, a bass, a synth, and a pad or keys or whatever, right? And that takes the trouble out of figuring out what sounds you want in there. And for some people, they hate that. They're like, no, I don't want that. Like, I want to figure out my own sounds. I don't want you to tell me what to use. But for me, using AI to determine, like, okay, this person has produced all of this type of music so far. So the type of track that he or she is gonna want when we load up a new track on a drum track that's already there, it should know that, oh, he or she is going to bass, or going to, this type of synth key or this type of unique sounding type thing, as opposed to having to just scroll through and just audition all these sounds out. So that is an area for me personally that would make things so much easier and better. Even something powerful like this Roland Phantom EX in front of me has so many sounds in here. I'm not interested in trying to find the sound that I really like, or even trying to, at this point, right, in my musical, journey and career, even trying to like create a custom sound or something like that on here, using all the amazing sound design features. So that is for me, and I'll just share this with you guys as well. Like, I feel as though the areas of music making that are a hurdle or that are not that inspiring for you, these are the areas that I think it makes sense to leverage AI for, right? So an example of that, I was in Ableton 12, like pre-release live stream with like a lot of other artists and some of the Ableton team, like maybe a year ago or something, several months before 12 got released. And they unveiled all the new features and stuff, and they unveiled Roar and all this stuff that's coming out. And one of the things that they said that's coming that people just got so excited for was like, and I don't know if this has to do as much with AI, it's more, I guess, technology, maybe some AI is in there, but it was like a chord progression generator, or like a chord some MIDI tool that has to do with like helping you come up with, I'm tired. Okay. Helping you come up with chord progressions or something like that. And everyone was like, oh, this is going to be transformative for me, for my music making, blah, 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 blah. Me, I was like, I know my chords already. I don't need ideas for chords. I know how to, play them and stuff already. But I didn't want to, like, I think that was just an important thing. Like, just because I have that doesn't mean obviously that other people have that. And just because other people, may love designing their own sounds, and they love the process of finding that perfect sound and then going into whatever is the next step in their music making process. So I'm pretty fascinated about artificial intelligence. Let me tell you guys, I've been giving a lot of thought lately into how AI is going to be transformative, how it already is, and some of the things that I'm feeling a bit of a call to action to sort of spearhead in like the education space, because you guys know I have a tutoring company where I do, math, ELA, and piano. So from education to creativity, and it was more so inspired by the education piece, but I do think that the creativity piece is very important as well, because there's there's a fine, not a fine line, there's a pretty wide gap between the people who talk about AI and, hey, create a song that's based off of this, that sounds like this artist, that uses this artist's voice and from the 60s or whatever. Like, that stuff is happening already, obviously, and that's kind of, soulless. It's not a person that's creating it. So I get all that for sure. I mean, it's interesting, definitely, but I get why that would be something that people are like, no, it wasn't made by a person. Like, I get that. But I do think that like leveraging some of this technology to like make music more fun and more inspiring is a big deal. And I want to kind of excuse me, I want to kind of explore that further. I want to understand like what are some things out there for you guys as artists, whether it's a musical artist or otherwise, anyone who's in the creative space. What are some ways that you've been using AI to kind of help keep you inspired? And maybe we can kind of read through the comments together and kind of say, oh, I never thought of that. I'll give you one more example, right? So like someone who talks for a living in education and making YouTube videos and things like that, I oftentimes, like when I'm making a beat or making some kind of music, I'm like, oh man, I would love some really cool or introspective or interesting lyrics to go along with this, whether it's singing or rapping or anywhere in between. And so sometimes like that is a space that I'm not as comfortable with, right? I'm not comfortable with writing lyrics, nor am I comfortable with like freestyling. That's not my strong suit. I mean, if you've seen it, some of my live streams back in the day, you may know that already. Or if you're my wife, you may know that as well. When I try to like freestyle over a beat and it's not even words, it's like a reference track of just made up words that just has the right nice cadence. I know the cadence. I know what I'm after, but it doesn't make sense. And so using AI for that is kind of, for me, interesting. It's like, all right, well, I know how to sing pretty well. I know the cadence. I have a nice voice. Like, let me get them lyrics from this person or from this AI tool and just get the idea started. Like, so that's a space that, I haven't done too much of yet, but that's a space that I can see that kind of makes sense as well. So yeah, definitely let me know your comments below. Definitely would be, interested in that. And I wanted to share one more thing really quick, just because, I love having this channel and love being transparent with you guys and stuff. Not even a big deal, just a comment that somebody made on a video that I wanted to talk to you guys about. So Tyler, the Creator, dropped an album that you may or may not know. And this album is called Chromacopia. And I released a members only. I think my channel membership is like $6. Let's actually do this real quick. Let me go in here right quick. One sec. I mean, I can probably show you guys this, right? If I click there and I go to www. I want you guys to do this too. youtube.com/Khordmaster/join. So this is how you get to my channel memberships. Sign in to become a member. I thought I'm signed in already. What the heck? Okay, one sec, sorry. All right, there you go. So it's $5 a month, okay? So you pay $5 a month to join my channel, right? In case you don't know about this. This is a like exclusive thing, right? So there might be times where I'm doing a live stream where only members can join, or only members could submit a what do you call it? Like a song request. There may be times where I release members only videos and stuff like that. You can use these emojis and you have this thing next to your name. So it's pretty cool, I think. It's a great way to support the channel. Anyway, Tyler the Creator, also check this. Look at this. The numbers are going up on this, which is so cool. This was such a fun video to make, and this is a paid video I released not too long ago. Definitely check it out if you haven't already. I just love seeing that people are watching it. It's like that's cool. That's very cool to me. But going back to here, yeah, so this person, so Chromacopia, all right, so that album got released, and I did a like 50-minute I used my OB4. I just listened to the whole album or like 90% of it, and I just recorded it. And I'm like, oh, maybe I'll do something with this. That maybe was uploading it to YouTube as a members only video, right? Because doing that video as like a regular video, first of all, I don't think most people will be that interested in watching it, first off. But second of all, it wouldn't even be able to go on YouTube because it's all copyright music, right? So it was kind of like, I wanted it to be there. I can go back and reflect on watching me listen to this album for the first real time, like down the road or whatever. But anyway, someone who's been on my channel, been in some live streams and stuff like that a lot lately, he commented on it. And evidently he's a Tyler, the Creator fan as well. So that video I just referenced, I also released a public video just now, kind of just like a 2-minute video talking about my thoughts on the album kind of thing, and also introducing that this exists, that this members only video exists if you're interested in supporting the channel and checking it out. Okay, that was a lot of talking. Let me read this last thing and then I got to get ready to bounce. I got a long day today. All right, so he says the album was mid. Igor and Flower Boy are his best so far, and dude, just letting you know, not a lot of people are down with paywall stuff, especially paying for content from someone as new to YouTube as you are. Just feels like you are trying to squeeze your audience. So I respect anyone's opinion, right? And I know I've engaged with this person, right, several times, like on live streams. So I believe this to be coming from a place of like, that's his honest thoughts. So here's my response. I said, I kind of agree, although it's growing on me a lot, meaning the album. And I said, I'd throw Call Me If You Get Lost to that list as well. Igor is my personal favorite. Little Tyler banter, conversation. Then I said, I totally hear you, kinda. Oxymoron. Totally, but also kinda. I said, the video that sits behind members only is a video that can't be a regular video on YouTube, as it has all of the copyright music there. People who want to hear my thoughts have this normal video. The people who want to support and who even care to check out a full listen in this capacity have the option to. No one is forcing anyone. Laugh out loud. Next line. Laugh out loud. It feels weird saying that. All that to say, you should become a channel member and check out the video. I'd appreciate the support, and I think you'd enjoy the video since you are a Tyler, the Creator fan as well. So that's what it's all about, right? It's like, okay, I have this thing. Like, of course I have this thing. And of course I understand that some people may click that video and be like, I want to see what Khordmaster thinks about this album even more than just this 2-minute little teaser. But wait, I have to pay for this? Like, some people may be upset with that, and that's okay. That's certainly fine. The idea here, for me at least, is to have that space to kind of continue to build this community and accept support from people. I've been, he said new to YouTube. I've been doing this for 5 years now. So, with over 11,000 organic, maybe I need to say, subscribers, which is incredible, which is so cool that people watching this video subscribe to my channel and like what I do and that type of stuff. So I say all that to say, like, it's cool to wake up to messages like that and not be offended or whatever. Like, oh man, maybe I did the wrong thing. Maybe I did, but I don't think I did in this case. There was something I did wrong a while ago. I released a koala sampler interview, the second one with Marek, and I fielded questions from the audience, and it was a really, really great video. It was a great conversation, great Khordmaster Keys episode, all that. And I had the idea at that time. I'm like, you know what? I'm starting to build some traction here. I was like, I think I probably released a clip of it and then posted in the Facebook group and had the whole episode available only for members only. And I think I probably did that. I don't know if in my mind it was going to be that way. And then like a week later, I was going to release like the regular version. Like it was like a pre-release kind of thing. I don't remember. Or if I planned to just do it only for members. And in my mind, I'm like, oh man, all these people are going to be so excited to, at least some of them are going to pay for this. No one paid for it. Everyone was pissed. Like, yo, who do you think you are? Like fielding questions from us and then having us have to pay just to listen to you talk. Like that was their perspective, right? So kind of dropped the ball with that a little bit. And I just think in life, you got to be able to like understand that you're not perfect, and you want to try to do the best you can with things like this, and especially customer facing or audience facing. You got to be the A word. You got to be authentic with people, and that's what it's all about. But I am looking to grow that membership, and I want to like continue to make it worthwhile for people to like. And YouTube has some stuff coming out soon, like this updated community tab, which is really, really, I think, has potential to be really great, to, you know, build community and have you guys be able to like post in my channel's community, like not only on comments of what I post, like you'd be able to go in there and be like, hey, look at this cool thing I saw, or hey, I dropped this album, or hey, whatever, and I could engage with people in there, which is can be kind of a big deal if executed properly. So that's the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. I enjoyed this. Let me know your thoughts on the AI stuff, and I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Peace. Hey, what's going on, guys? Khordmaster here, obviously. I mean, like, look, it's me. It's obvious. It's Khordmaster. It's me. It's me, and it's look at me. Look, just look. It's me. Guys, it's me. Okay.